Hi Aries, it's Mary with Seer. I had to move my room around, I had to put my office in my room because I had to make space for stuff. Anyway, so I do need to paint the back of my bookshelves. I was like, why did I do that? Anyway, thanks for stopping by. This is your weekly tarot for October 1st through the 7th, 2019. I'm sorry if I already said that. It's late. But so, I laid out the cards. I'm due 2 oracle cards in tarot, and then we see if we need anything else. Okay. I'm still figuring out the lights and with the new setup. So it's deep freeze, reverse. So it's a 26. It equals an 8. So deep freeze talks about it's time for rest. Whatever you're going through right now, you're not going to be able to solve it, push anything through it, unfortunately. So the more you try, you're just supposed to wait until you see the signs of spring. It doesn't mean literal spring. It could, but usually it just means a time that things will thaw and you can move in whatever direction you need to. And there is a reason behind this also. So it's like, why, right, Aries? Because I think it's to gather your strength as a warrior. While you're thinking about things, I think it's time to think about what you're willing to fight for. Because this is the warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. So this card talks about on the other side of your fear is your greatest heart's desires. There's always, whenever you're facing fear, there's a great breakthrough that's about to happen. So I believe now, my intuition and just so far is this deep freeze is about getting ready for this. Resting for the battle, standing strong. So I don't know if you have family members you have to face. You have to tell the truth and be honest. Maybe you need to decide what you're willing to put up with in your life. Is it you know what I mean? Maybe you, Who are you? What do you believe in? What are you going to stand up for? And who are you going to face? Who are you willing to face? And the other thing is something about what is your biggest fear? I think that needs to be looked at, because if you don't know that, you don't know when you're facing it, and you might be avoiding it, and then you can't get to the other side of that great breakthrough, and to that place of happy, So there's something about conquering our fears that sets us free, okay? So we're going to start over here with temptation. And this is reversed, so this is the devil reversed. And somehow, it seems somebody overcame the devil, Aries, or addiction, or compulsive behavior, compulsive thinking, negative thinking, stuff like that. That's good. And that may be why the rest is needed, right? So, but this is also a card. Okay, this is what I get from this. It feels like you haven't done enough. You're not, and that's probably why you're being asked to rest. Because this card, it's a 6 of Wands. Reversed, it's like not getting the success or recognition that you think you deserve. Let's just hold that thought for a minute, okay? And then we have the 2 of Cups from a significant partner, significant other, somebody you consider a soulmate, or a family member. That soulmates can show up as family members too. 2 of Cups, okay? Then we have 7 of Water. And this is a card of addiction or alcoholism, okay? So maybe this other person is still actively involved in that addiction. Maybe that's why you're not getting the success. Maybe they didn't come along with you, and maybe they were supposed to. Now, this could resonate this could be you, Aries, but it could be the opposite person that you're dealing with, and it could resonate all or in part because it is a general reading. But that's the way it feels. That maybe that's why there's not the success. With this loved one. Okay. So, there's more. Maybe they're not telling the truth. Okay? And you can't fix it. You're right. You can't fix it. You can't. This is somebody else's will. It's somebody else's burden. It's their own burden. All you can do is work on yourself. And then that's not always easy, is it, Aries? Especially when it comes to addiction and compulsive behavior, even ego. When we conquer addiction stuff, we have to be aware of our ego, because our ego wants to step up. And I don't know, for some reason I need to tell you that. Be careful there. And trying to force other people is just going to make them feel betrayed. Okay, this is the card of betrayal. This is Ten of Swords. But I get it. They're going to feel betrayed because of you're not the same person you were. But I understand that you feel betrayed and backstabbed because they were supposed to do this with you or follow you in this path, whatever it was. And that does not seem to be the case, huh? It's something to do with ending this cycle of addiction or cycle of obsession. Okay? And maybe it's not drinking or drugs or, but some kind of compulsive behavior. And see, the cups show active choices. So it could be womanizing or going with other people. That could be it too. Could be casual sex with other people. I don't know why that came up. That wouldn't be for everyone, of course. Only certain people you would know because you would feel that or know it. Okay, so now we're going to look at the warrior. Okay, about being fearless and standing strong. Okay, let me go back to this side though. The deep freeze. We don't always know why people do things, Sometimes we kind of know. But they will do what they're going to do. No amount of control or force, Aries, as powerful as you are, people will still lie or do things behind people's back if they don't want to deal with any of the consequences, if they don't want to have the conversations, if they don't want to face you, if they don't want to face their own truth, on and on and on, So, I understand, because I'm a person about the truth. Big time. So, I understand. I got the deep freeze card too. Last week. Okay. So, I'm going to chill, And then, I also got, now be ready to fight. I got the same thing. Be ready, but in a different way. Okay. Of course. In a different way. So, now we're going to talk about being fearless and standing strong in what you believe in. And what are you willing to fight for? Well, this is the Nine of Earth. This reminds me of a single person. So upright, it's a single person that's independent and has all her pentacles in a row. And she could be a mom. She could be a divorcee. And she's stable. But here, she's not. This is somebody that's not very good with money and not very good at financing or making money and maybe dependent. And it typically does represent a female energy, but it doesn't have to be. It could be flipped, So, are you willing to fight for this person? For what's going on here? For the situation, okay? And this is a Hangman reverse. And when he's reversed, then, I think you're being put in a timeout while you figure out what's the right way. What's the right thing, Aries? Is a way, there's something about the way your thoughts are that aren't quite the right way. I don't know what that means, but it's not where you need to be to move forward. Okay? Maybe it's not where you need to be to stand strong in what you believe. Maybe you're not quite sure what you believe in. You want to believe in this, but you want to believe in the truth, so what's it going to be? Is it going to be believing in somebody that's going to be dependent and not standing in their own power, even if that means you're going to believe in them, even if that means you not standing in the truth? Or are you going to stand in the truth? Because, okay, here's what I'm hearing. You can't compromise the truth and then expect to get it. You can't compromise doing the right thing and then not doing the right thing or not having the truth and then expect to get it from wherever it's being compromised from. Does that make sense? Okay. It's who you're going to be and how you're going to walk. Are you going to walk like you talk? Are you going to think like you talk and walk? Because you're not there yet. And so you have to come back to, who am I? Who do I know I am? What do I want in my life? And do my actions, are my actions bringing me what I want in my life? Because once your actions, were my thoughts going to create the action that will bring me what I want in my life. Because, see, it's an inconsistent lifestyle that brings us in an inconsistent life. Period. Okay. So, 3 of Earth now. This is working with others. How do you want to work with others? See, that's what you need to think about. What kind of people do you want to work with? What kind of family members? What kind of spouse do you want? How do you want to work with others? And because we know you want to work with others. That's important because this is here. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. Apprenticing with others. You're apprenticing in your life. You're still at the beginning of your new life that you changed by overcoming this temptation. Okay? And sometimes you just have to walk that path when you change it. When you change your life, this is your path, not theirs, not anybody else's. And the path of truth is not the easiest path, but it's the most rewarding because you don't compromise who you are. It's easy. Once you start walking in the truth, you know what to do. There's no second guessing yourself. You know. And that's what you're asking. After what you've learned, what do you know to be the truth? Okay? What do you know to be the truth? Okay, and then this is the 5 of Air. So this is the 5 of Swords reversed. This is fighting others that just want to win because of their ego. They just want to win when there's no good reason, just because they want to win. And is that who you're going to be? Is that who you're going to be here? Because you might be angry, you might feel betrayed. You're feeling betrayed and backstabbed. If they can't walk with you and they don't want to change, of course they're going to come after you like that. Because your success or your strength makes them feel weak. And that's how people react when they don't want to see their stuff, you know. It's walking the path of truth. And to be around people that are still in your old lifestyle would jeopardize your sobriety, your new path, your truth, on and on and on and on, right? So your ability to stay in that. So sometimes that's why people are just kind of take themselves out, or they're taken out, or, you know, and that's hard. So this is a Tower reverse. This is not wanting everything to be over. Not wanting to face what it meant for you to go on your own. And that's tough. Not wanting everything to fall. But this was something that wasn't built on a solid structure. That's why you changed it, right? Because you couldn't get where you wanted to go while you were that person, right? Okay. 2 of Fire, 2 of Wands reversed. This is the path. You're wondering if you took the right path. Are you really wondering that? Because somehow back here when you overcame the temptation or got past that compulsion, the obsession, the addiction, the negative thinking, ego, I think you kind of knew you needed to. It was like something, sometimes changes sometimes we know if we don't make the changes that something really bad is going to happen. I'm not saying that that's the case, but it feels like it was something you knew you had to change. That's how strong it feels. And I think that's why you're so disappointed in other people. And that would be understandable. Most people would feel that way, especially right out of healing from addiction or behavioral change on their own. Yes, am I doing the right thing? Of course you are. Of course. And other people, that's up for you to decide, but we do reflect the people we're around, and when we change it, we have to decide what we want, what we're willing to stand for. Are we the warrior? We say we are, Aries. Are we? Are we? What are we willing to do to not be lonely or to not think about things? Or, is that going to lead us where we want to be? If you went back down that other road that you came from, would you survive it? If you did, how would that look? Or just how would it look in general? And how does it make you feel when you think about going back down that road? There's your answer. You are this warrior. This is your path. Okay. I'm going to do just a couple more cards here. So we're at almost 18 minutes. Just a couple more cards on, just what's the best additional information we can give you, Aries, okay? The right path is often the less traveled because it's a difficult path, but it's so rewarding. It's really rewarding. You know what? Because it's about not giving your power away anymore. You get to keep it. You get to use it. That's beautiful. Especially for a warrior like you. Okay, here we go. High Priestess reversed. Okay. 7 of Swords reversed. Knight of Pentacles reversed. The World. Thank goodness. I was getting a little bit worried there. Okay. So, I see. The advice is to leave the secrets in the past. This is also the High Priestess is about secrets. It's about secrets. It's about not following your intuition too. 7 of Swords reversed is leaving. As a reader, for me, it's reversed. It's a couple of things. Go check your bank accounts. Check your stuff. If you still got stuff somewhere that you're worried about, go check that. Number 1. Number 2, leaving this deception in the past. Okay, leaving the betrayal in the past, or deception, trickery. the behavior and other people's behavior towards you with that. Because if this is around people that are active addicts, it all goes to each other. It kind of goes around in circles because it's just is what it is, you know. So if you have a certain amount of that in that lifestyle, okay. The next thing is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So it's not making any forward progress, and that, you know, what's your advice is, it looks like leaving that in the past, because this is the World card, and this says you completed this cycle. Did you hear it? It was the angels and your ancestors and your higher self cheering you on. So proud of you. Yeah, truly. See that? Yeah, I don't know if you could see the big goosebumps on my arms, but yeah, so proud of you. So now, what do you want to do with your life? Why do you think you're here? And what do you want to change? What do you want to make better? That's also about, what are you going to stand for? Because you got this. Thank you for your part in this. Wow, I'm blown away. Have a great first week of October, Aries. Take care.